What's up, crypto fam? Rocket welcome back to the channel that finds the hidden gems before they moon. Today, we are diving into a project that could completely change how we see Bitcoin, introducing Bitcoin Hyper or Hyper. Now, I know what you're thinking. Bitcoin has always been the king of crypto. But let's be honest, as powerful as Bitcoin is, it has some serious limitations. Slow transactions, high fees during network congestion, and almost no smart contract capability. That's where Bitcoin Hyper steps in. Hyper is being called the first true Layer 2 solution built directly for Bitcoin, powered by Solana's Virtual Machine, SVM. Imagine the strength and security of Bitcoin, combined with the speed and scalability of Solana. We are talking lightning-fast transactions, ultra-low fees, and full DeFi functionality, all anchored to Bitcoin. This isn't just another sidechain or wrapped BTC project. Bitcoin Hyper is a roll-up-based Layer 2 that actually scales Bitcoin, opening the door to decentralized apps, smart contracts, and even NFTs on the Bitcoin network. That's why analysts are calling it one of the most exciting upcoming crypto projects of 2025. And here's the crazy part: Bitcoin Hyper has already raised over $13 million in presale funding. Investors are lining up because they see the potential for this to be the Ethereum moment for Bitcoin. Think about it. Ethereum exploded because of smart contracts and DeFi. If Bitcoin gets that same superpower, the upside could be massive. But here's what sets Bitcoin Hyper apart from the noise. It's not just fast, it's ZK-proof secure, meaning privacy, scalability, and security all baked in. It's also designed to support staking with extremely high APYs in the early stages. That means you don't just hold Hyper tokens, you can earn while you hold. Stick around, because in the next section, I'll break down how Hyper compares to other Bitcoin scaling solutions, why its technology is so revolutionary, and where analysts think the price could go after launch. Alright fam, let's get into the juicy details. How does Bitcoin Hyper actually stack up against other Bitcoin scaling projects? First, let's look at Lightning Network. It was supposed to fix Bitcoin's scaling problem, but adoption has been limited, and it mainly focuses on payments. It doesn't really bring smart contracts or DeFi to Bitcoin. Hyper changes that. Then there's Stacks, STX. It introduced smart contracts to Bitcoin, but critics argue it's too slow and too limited. Plus, it's not a true Layer 2, it's more like an add-on. Hyper is different. It's a roll-up system, which means it batches thousands of transactions off-chain, compresses them, and then settles them on Bitcoin. The result? Speed, scalability, and security, all in one. Now let's talk about what this means for investors. With Bitcoin Hyper, developers can build DeFi apps, NFT marketplaces, and even gaming platforms directly on Bitcoin's backbone. Imagine borrowing, lending, trading, and staking, all while your assets are secured by the strongest blockchain in the world. That's a narrative investors love. And let's be real, narratives drive crypto pumps. In 2021, the narrative was Ethereum killers like Solana and Avalanche. In 2023, it was AI coins. In 2025, the narrative could very well be Bitcoin DeFi, and Hyper is leading that charge. Community hype is also exploding. On Telegram, Discord, and Twitter, people are calling Hyper the Solana of Bitcoin. That's not just a catchy line. It reflects the excitement of giving Bitcoin the same scalability that made Solana one of the fastest growing ecosystems. And don't forget staking. Early investors in Hyper can stake tokens for triple-digit APYs. That's how you reward a loyal community and create long-term holders instead of quick flippers. Price predictions? Conservative analysts think Bitcoin Hyper could do a 10x to 20x after launch. More aggressive bulls eyeing a 50x or even 100x if it captures the Bitcoin narrative and delivers on its roadmap. Up next, I'll share my personal strategy for investing in Hyper, the risks you need to watch for, and why this could be one of the most important Bitcoin projects we've ever seen. Okay, let's wrap this up with strategy, risks, and final thoughts. First, my strategy if I were investing in Bitcoin. Hyper. Since presales often deliver the biggest multipliers, getting in early is key. But I wouldn't go all in. I'd allocate a small percentage of my portfolio, scale into the presale, and be ready to add more after launch if momentum continues. Second, staking. Hyper's staking rewards are incredibly attractive, especially in the early days. If you believe in the long-term vision, staking could provide passive income while you wait for price appreciation. Personally, I'd stake a portion of my holdings and keep some liquid for trading. Third, exit plan. If Hyper does a 10x or 20x pump at launch, I'd take out my initial investment and let the rest ride. That way, I'm playing with house money. If it moons, I win. If it dips, I've already secured profit. Now, the risks. This is still an early project. Roadmaps can get delayed. Competitors like Stacks or Lightning could gain more traction. And of course, regulatory pressure could affect any project tied to payments and Bitcoin. That said, the upside is enormous if Bitcoin Hyper succeeds. Think about it. Bitcoin is the largest, most trusted crypto asset in the world, but it's underutilized. If Bitcoin Hyper unlocks DeFi, NFTs, and real utility for Bitcoin, the potential is massive. We're talking about a project that could reshape the entire Bitcoin ecosystem. So, is Bitcoin Hyper the next 100x coin? It's too early to say for sure, but all the ingredients are here: a massive market, cutting-edge technology, a strong narrative, and community hype. If you missed Solana, if you missed Avalanche, if you missed Ethereum, under $100, this might be your shot at catching the next wave. Police cars revolving light. Quick disclaimer: this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more crypto gems, and comment below, Hyper Rocket, if you believe Bitcoin Hyper will take Bitcoin to the next level. This has been your deep dive into Bitcoin Hyper. Until next time, stay sharp, stay hungry, and keep hunting those 100x gems.